Good morning students, welcome to our next video. So in this video I am going to explain the next topic, that is the overall efficiency of our thermal power plant. Okay. So in the previous video we have seen various components in our thermal power plant, but in this topic I am going to explain how the efficiency is of our thermal power plant, because as compared to other plants it has a very low efficiency. Okay, in the previous video also I have explained the efficiency is around 18 to 24, but means what are the components which are contributing or which are increasing its efficiency. Okay, so the overall there are actually some main important components in the thermal power plant. Okay, so the first one is the generator. Okay, so the main important or the most important component of this type of plant is generator. Then the next one is the turbine. Okay, so turbine is there which rotates, and accordingly the generator's rotor is rotated. Okay, so our main aim is to rotate the turbine. Then we have condenser. Okay, so the important component in thermal power plant is the condenser. Okay, so it actually extract the heat from the water and again circulate the water through with the help of pump to the boiler. Okay, for generating the steam. Then we have a boiler. So these are the important parameters which are used in our thermal power plant. Okay. So if I consider this generator, okay, its efficiency is around 97%. Okay, 97%. 97% efficiency. It has around 97% efficiency. Okay. Okay. Then I have a turbine. Okay, its efficiency is also low. Okay, it has a low efficiency. Then there are other equipment, that is preheater. Okay, there are other components like preheater. Okay, so its efficiency is around 60, means air preheater, right? Air preheater is there. Its efficiency is around 60%. Okay, its efficiency is around 60%. Then there is a condenser, right? Condenser, it has around 60% efficiency. Okay, means they are contributing 60% of the overall efficiency. Then boiler efficiency is around 50%. Okay, 50%. And in turbine with the help of preheater, its efficiency is around 60%. So and there are some other losses also. Okay, some energy during conversion. Okay, at step by step at generators, at turbine, and condenser, and boiler, there is a drop in the overall efficiency. Okay, so there is a drop on every step. Okay, drop at every step. Okay, so there are efficiency drop at every step. Energy loss is there at every step. That's why the overall efficiency of the plant decreases, and it with the help of preheaters and with the help of economizer or superheater, the efficiency goes around. Okay, total efficiency goes around 30 to 35%. Okay, if anybody asks what is the efficiency of thermal power plant, so you should tell the efficiency is around 30 to 35%. Okay, so this is the important term in case of thermal power plant. Okay, you should remember. So anybody asks what is the efficiency of the thermal power plant? Its efficiency is around 30 to 35%. Okay, so these are the normal components, but there are other provisions. Okay, other provisions, like if I am using a superheater, if I am using an economizer, okay, any other devices, so my efficiency is I am increasing my efficiency with the help of, means I am using the flue gas's temperature. Okay, so I am not throwing that gas outside the plant directly. I am using that its heat to heat the water or steam. Okay, so I can increase my efficiency by using some other devices. Okay, so what I am doing, I am using what are the important superheater, and what is the next one is the economizer. Okay, so these are the devices which we are going to use so to increase the efficiency. Okay, to increase the efficiency. Air preheater. Okay, air preheater also it is also a device. Means it preheats the heat. Okay, it heats the air in the combustion chamber. Means before passing to the combustion chamber, it preheats the air and then it is then passed to the combustion chamber to so that the burning process gets very easily. Okay, so air preheater superheater, then economizer are the devices. Okay, so these are the important points you should remember. Okay, then we have, then I will explain how the gas flows. There is a gas, how the gas flows inside the thermal power plant. Okay, gas flow. Okay, gas flow diagram of thermal power plant. Gas flow diagram of thermal power plant. Okay. How actually the gas flows. Okay, my gas will flow means which gases I am saying? Flue gases, right? Flue gases. The gases which are various unwanted gases which we do not need, but we need these gas for their temperature. Okay, means we will extract its temperature, high temperature to heat. Okay, so let's suppose this is my boiler. Okay, from boiler, inside the boiler, the coal is burned, right? Means that heat is generated there. Through that the flue gases travels from boiler. Then here superheater is connected. Superheater, okay. Superheater is connected. Inside the superheater, what is happening? The flue gases travels from here, and in superheater the water is heated, okay, or the steam is heated to a very high temperature with the superheated flue gases. Okay, it has very it means for extra purpose only. Okay, then after that it will be transferred to economizer. Okay, economizer, it is then traveled to the economizer, and in that also the water is heated, okay, with the help of the flue gases. Okay, so it is complete flue gases flow. Flue gases are flowing from here, and through economizer it is then traveled to air preheater. Okay, and after passing from air preheater, it is then transferred to the chimneys. Okay, so the chimneys are there, which is released into the upper layer of our atmosphere. Okay, so this is how the gas flows. Okay, flue gases flows inside the thermal power plant. Okay, so these are the points you should remember. Okay, this is chimney, right? Chimney. Okay, gas flows like this. Okay, so this is the gas flow diagram. Okay, you should know this how the gas is flowed. Okay, now means one point is also there in regarding the thermal power plant. Okay, after that only the thermal power topic will be over. Okay, so there are certain safety practices you implemented. Okay, certain safety practices. If any thermal plant, the thermal plant should follow that safety practices. Okay, so okay, so there are two locations in the plant. Okay, there are two locations in the plant where safety practices should be implemented. First, the plant location where actually the plant is located. Plant location. Plant. Okay, so safety practices should be implemented in plant location, and second one is the on field. Okay, on field the safety practices should be implemented. Then on both the location the safety is important. Okay, on both the location our safety is important. Then field worker are at more risk. Okay, on field our field worker are at more risk, so that any accident or any kind of hazardous condition should not occur. That's why our safety practices are very important. The accident may take place. Okay, accident may take place direct contact with the electricity. Okay, if any worker comes in direct contact with the electricity, so he might get burned, or he might get damaged, or it affects on its health. Okay, so it should not be come in direct contact with the electricity. Then explosion may happen. Okay, explosions may happen. Then for that there are certain safety practices are implemented. Then the NTPC. Okay, NTPC is the National Thermal Power Corporation. Okay, so NTPC is a company. Okay, NTPC is a company which has set several safety practices for any thermal power plant in India, across any thermal power plants in India. So any thermal power plant should obey that practices. Okay, so the first one is the Electricity Act. Electricity Act or rule. Okay, so the first practice is the electricity practice or the rule. Okay, so any thermal power plant should obey these rules. Okay, so there are many rules under this Electricity Act. Then we have Boiler Act. Boiler Act or rule. Okay, so for boiler we have various other practices, okay, safety practices. Okay, then we have Explosion Act. Explosion Act or rule. So in case of any kind of explosion on a plant, on a field, then how the safety practices should be implementation. Then we have Petroleum Act. Or rule. Okay, so there are also Petroleum Act or rule inside for practices we should implement. Then we have Motor Vehicle Act. Okay, Motor Vehicle Act or rule. So it is also a important act. Then we have Dangerous Machine Act. Okay, Dangerous Machine Acts or rules. So these are the acts we are actually indirectly making this act inside any kind of thermal power plant, large thermal power plant. So NTPC has set these kind of acts. Okay, then also we have Environmental Protection Act. Environmental Protection Okay, Environmental Protection Act also, how how the electricity generation is affecting our important. Okay, so these are the safety practices which are there inside a and any national thermal power plant. Okay. So also there are also some rules and regulations if any kind of accidents occurs inside a plant. Okay, in case of accidents, there are how actually the safety inspector or a safety engineer is there. So there are field accidents, explosions, and any other hazardous condition. If any kind of hazardous conditions occur, then in that case, how the safety engineer or a safety inspector is doing his duty. So there are also rules and regulations for that inspector. Okay, so these are the points, okay, you should consider in the thermal power plant. Okay, so with this topic, I think I have covered all the points inside thermal power plant, its block diagram, its all the components, chimney, condenser, boilers, etc., etc. I have covered all the points. What are the conditions, okay, you should consider before implementing any kind of thermal power plant, field location and all that. Okay, I have shown the block diagram also. Then in this I have covered the safety practices also. So these are the safety practices you should implement. Okay, so with this topic, I think our thermal power plant topic is over. Now in the next video I am going to explain the gas turbine power plant. Okay, gas turbine power plant, how the gas, with the help of gas, which gas is there in case of thermal power plant. Okay, so the similar topics are there, but it has different block diagram and all that. Okay, so I'll explain the further topics in the next video. Okay, so I hope you understand this video. If you have any kind of doubt, you can contact me. So thank you for watching.